Top stories from around the island. To the point. Without the fluff. Puerto Rico headline news. Please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification.
Hello and welcome to Puerto Rico Headline News for April 20th, 2020. This is your COVID-19 update for Puerto Rico and also your morning edition of this channel. Besides covering the latest information provided by the Department of Health, we'll also take a quick look at the COVID-19 information portal, and then we'll discuss how Florida's beaches are now open in the middle of this COVID-19 outbreak, and leads to the question whether Puerto Rico might be open to that possibility as well, as far as opening up the beaches. So let's take a look and get into this article provided by the El Nuevo Dia for Monday, April 20th. And it mentions how a man from the Mayagüez region is the latest victim to die as a result of the coronavirus, becoming the 63rd death uh, since reporting began. Now, before I get into the numbers that were released for today, yesterday was a pretty busy day. Puerto Rico registered or reported 95 additional confirmed cases, along with two additional deaths. That happened on Sunday. So let's go ahead and get into the numbers that were provided for today, Monday. And it mentions here a 66-year-old man from the Mayagüez region is the latest victim of the COVID-19 coronavirus in Puerto Rico. This was reported by the Department of Health on Monday this morning. Now, the death is considered to be a case that was confirmed as positive to COVID-19. In this way, the deaths associated with the disease have increased to 63, while the number of confirmed cases of the virus increased to 1,252, with 39 additional confirmed cases reported today. Now, it was reported that 38 of the new confirmed cases were processed in private labs on the island, and one was processed or reported by the Department of Health laboratory, while the Veterans Hospital did not report any confirmed cases today. The article continues to mention the agency's data maintains that out of the total confirmed cases, 641 are men, while 611 are women. Meanwhile, the coronavirus tests performed increased to 11,633 tests that have been taken so far, of which 8,486 have come back negative and 1,886 are pending or awaiting results, and 9 are classified as inconclusive. Now, despite the fact that the Department of Health still does not have information on 355 cases, what towns they belong to, the municipality that is reporting the most infected people is still San Juan with 174, followed by Guaynabo with 72 and Bayamon with 61. Meanwhile, the age group that continues to lead the statistics as the one with the most reported confirmed cases is that of the 50 to 59-year-old age group with 270, and it's followed by those in the 40 to 49 year old group with 239 patients in that age group. So let's take a look at the COVID-19 information portal provided by the Department of Health. Besides the numbers that I've already discussed, there's additional information that can be found here, and I'll provide a link at the bottom of this video in the description so you can come and take a look for yourself as well. Essentially, we have the basic information, the amount of tests or confirmed cases on the island so far. We have here in the top left-hand corner 1,252, the amount of deaths so far related to the COVID-19 is 63. And here, this is a nice visual of the island of Puerto Rico and the amount of cases, confirmed cases, and the municipalities of where they're located. As we can see, the metropolitan area, San Juan area, has a huge concentration of cases there. And then we have the Mayagüez area as well. Now you can take a look here and scroll down for your particular town or municipality to see if there's any confirmed cases in your where you live. As of now, Culebra and Vieques still have no reported confirmed cases. And down here, some really good information to know is the amount of total beds that are available on the island for patients. And out of the 3,709 available beds, only 2,389 are occupied, leaving 1,320 available. And as far as ventilators, we have here 1,086 ventilators that are available. As of right now, only 245, excuse me, are being utilized. Then that leaves 841 that are still available. I also wanted to discuss, here we see a newspaper article, Florida's governor allowed beaches to reopen as coronavirus cases in the state of Florida surpassed 25,000. Um, So here we see what's going on in Florida, what they've decided to do. It mentions here, as lawmakers across the country discuss lifting restrictions over the coronavirus, Florida beaches began to reopen on Friday, even while the total number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the state surpassed 25,000. Now, Governor Ron DeSantis announced that beaches were permitted to reopen on Friday afternoon if they could do so safely. And by early evening, some beaches in North Florida had removed police barriers, allowing residents to stroll and surf. And here we see some pictures, people enjoying the beach. A surfer there in Jacksonville Beach. Here we see a group of people enjoying the beach. Unfortunately, many, if not all, do not have any type of PPE or personal protective equipment, let alone any masks. So that's kind of concerning um, as far as how long they may allow these beaches to remain open. Here we see someone enjoying some picture taking by the beach. So this has led people to ask, well, what about Puerto Rico? Can Puerto Rico ease up some restrictions and allow us to go to the beach? Well, let's take a look and see what's been said in this regard. So here we see an article also released today by the El Nuevo Dia, and the headline mentions how it's being analyzed, the situation of maybe easing up on enjoying access to the beaches here in Puerto Rico. But health professionals are suggesting that now is not the time, or it's not possible yet to ease up restrictions on the beaches here in Puerto Rico. So basically, it says here the easing of the curfew and restriction measures due to the spread of the coronavirus to allow people to go to the beaches, as it is happening in the state of Florida, is not a viable option at this time in Puerto Rico. And this was said by health professionals, and they gave this warning. And it mentions here, I do not think that we have the information or the appropriate conditions to be considering at this time any change that can be considered a easing to what is already established, said Dr. Carlos Rodriguez Diaz, a professor at the School of Public Health of the George Washington University in Washington, D.C. So the beaches here in Puerto Rico, for the time being, will continue to be empty. This was a video released by El Nuevo Dia in another article that also mentions the conditions of the beaches throughout the island. And as we can see here, this was recorded on Sunday or yesterday. They're completely empty as of right now. The article does continue to mention that they will continue to analyze the situation, and if testing can increase and restrictions can be followed as far as PPE and its use and keeping social distancing even at the beach and even while you're in the water, then they will reconsider or take a look at the possibility of easing restrictions on the beach. So hopefully they'll be able to do that pretty soon, and we'll be able to head out to the beach uh, shortly. So this is your COVID-19 update. Uh, in this morning edition. Thanks for watching. This is Puerto Rico Headline News.